And what's happened in YouTube? I'm having a fun Sunday night. Oh my Lord, I'm so out of breath. And I don't normally shoot video like this on the train. And there's only one guy on this train other than me. And he looks absolutely shit-faced, so not really worried about it. It's 1:41 a.m. Monday, February 14th, 2022. You know, normally there's not a train running this late, but this one is running a little bit late. The KJ kind of bumped me up over 414, saying Queen, Somebody to Love. Abso-fucking-lutely nailed it. The crowd went apeshit crazy. And I'm no Freddie Mercury, but I can sing that song. Just throwing it out there. I can sing the shit out of that song. So, all right, check out the view. It's lovely. I'm kind of drunk right now. Yeah, that too. So, as I mentioned in my last video, I was taking these late night trains out of Mill Avenue. Only go to Washington and Priest, and I was right.
Station, Center Parkway in Washington. Exit to left.
Exit to left. It's that out of focus stoplight up ahead has Mill and Washington / Curry. To the west is Washington Street. To the east it's Curry Road. Once upon a time, Washington Street and Curry Road were different streets. Washington got realigned to line up with Curry. Curry used to be a minor street. Now it's kind of a major street. Although this is an area, it's one of those kind of areas where a lot of people just simply get on the freeway. You know, it's really funny. Like I spend a lot of time in. I still spend a lot of time on Reddit reading R Phoenix. Hey, somebody else actually got on this train, even though it'll.
I'm sorry, the next platform is Priest in Washington. That's the next platform. Please grab all your belongings and prepare to exit this train and take you to line down the metro.
And maybe I've had a little bit too much to drink, but that driver sounds sexy. Just saying. The train operator sounds kind of sexy. Sounds kind of exotic. She got a bit of a sexy accent. Anyway, I can't believe somebody just got on the train, on this train. It only goes one more stop. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that when I get the Priest Drive, I can get a Bird scooter, and then that they're not in their nighttime unable to rent mode. I really don't know. Whatever. If I gotta walk from Priest in Washington home, I can do that, or I can get an Uber. Whatever. I'm not broke for a change. So, but a good time singing at 414 and hanging out. It's a good time. 414.
Approaching station, Creek Drive and Washington. Papago Park Center.
So this is the last place the train is gonna get me, because Phoenix Light Rail only runs not late enough.
Please grab all your belongings and exit to your left. Take Valley Metro. Now stay tonight. This train is out of service.
Bye. Have a good night. Oh, I'm going out the wrong way. Woo! Oh, you guys are here to clear the train. Good times. The guy in the middle of that one is passed the fuck out. Security jumped on this train. Get all the fucking drunken ass. Not drunken ass. I'm drunken ass. No, it's get all the all the people that are passed the fuck out on the train. They gotta get the fuck off. Oh man, I'm at Priest in Washington. Oh, what the fuck am I doing here? Trying to figure out how to get home. I'm jaywalking. I'm sure I'll make it across the road before that guy does. All right. Oh, somebody there. Hi, how you doing? I'm not doing so good. Looks like she's living there. Oh, there's somebody over here too. Walked this way thinking there'd be nobody here. I thought wrong. Well, somebody else over there too. Ooh, and there was somebody asleep on the left. Yeah, that was a whole lot of thought wrong. I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm the weirdo who used to walk through with a camera. It's a funny little strip mall right here at Priest and Washington. Mostly fast food places. We got Porta Subs, K-Bop, whatever the fuck that is. Brunch Brothers, not sure what that is. And a Filiberto's. This is probably the most upscale piece of realty with the Filiberto's in it. And consequently, they're not 24 hours. And there's sure hope that guy's not dead. All right. I need to pee. It's one of those most. I looked out the bar. I finished my song. I looked at the app and I was like, "Oh my god! I got 1 minute to get to the train." I cannot believe I actually got to the train, and I actually managed to get to Priest in Washington, which is sort of walking distance from home. By sort of, I mean, sorry, I had to pee. God, I had to pee so bad. Never mind me, I'm just peeing. Oh, look at the moon. The moon. Beautiful. Ha ha ha. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the train moved on. I would assume from here it goes into the light rail yard, which is, I need to link the video that I did, which wasn't particularly about the Valley Metro light train yard, but I walked to a Amazon fulfillment center or flex center or whatever the fuck it is. And I can't believe I'm getting a paid night off tonight. Like, I'm being paid like 19 something an hour to piss in a parking lot right now. Life is actually kind of good. In spite of the fact that my girlfriend doesn't want me to touch her. But yeah, I did a video where I walked down to that Amazon facility, and just south of that is the Valley Metro light rail train yard, which is where that train is going, which is why everybody had to get off here, which kind of sucks, because honestly, the next light rail station is 50th Street Station, and that's the one that would have is the closest for me to walk home from. Like, I've walked many times from home to that station. But a Priest. Oh, part of me right now wants to walk to Cell Phone Jesus's apartment and wake Jeff the fuck up. He never responds to my texts lately. Although somewhere in my vlogs there's a video of him acting like a mugger, scaring the fucking bejesus out of me at around 44th Street in Van Buren. Part of me wants to just stumble my drunk ass over to his apartment and pound on the door and tell him to wake the fuck up. Whoa, there's a big old hole right here. There's a big old... What the fuck is that about? Oh, all right. Here's some proper pedestrian infrastructure. We good. So, I think I'm heading along North Priest Drive. I mentioned a little bit earlier in this particular video that Washington Street was realigned to line up with Curry Drive, because it didn't back in the day. And the other street that was realigned in this is an area that has changed dramatically since I was a child. I'm not sure if I've said this in my vlogs, but I'm for those who don't know, I'm 51 years old. Hi, my name is Dan Daniels, and I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm 51 years old, and while I have lived other places, I've more or less lived in the Valley of the Sun since 1972. When I was about a year and a half old, when I was a toddler, my parents moved here from Albany, California. And I've been here with some random detours ever since. And I have a frighteningly vivid memory of, oh my God. So I mentioned earlier today how there's this whole phenomenon of people stealing suitcases from Sky Harbor and stealing all the contents out of them. And yeah, so I'm semi-close to Sky Harbor. And here we have another fucking suitcase. It's empty. It's empty. You know, I feel like I could have a steady income at this point, just walking around this part of town, picking up stolen suitcases that have been stolen from Sky Harbor and had the contents stolen out of them and then ditched in the area just outside of Sky Harbor, just selling him his luggage. Scored me another fucking suitcase. Hang on, I gotta check. Does this one even have a tag on it? A Ziploc bag, don't know what's up with that. No, this one don't even have a tag. Found me another fucking suitcase. Good times. All right, so this intersection, this one's kind of relevant. And I'm just gonna walk out in the middle of the goddamn street because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, more or less. Actually, hang on, I got an iPhone. I can just down drag and check the time. It is 1:53 a.m. Monday, February 14th. Happy fucking VD. So I'm at Center Parkway and Priest Drive, and this particular part of Center Parkway is really relevant in the terms of how Phoenix has changed, or Tempe has changed. Since technically we're in Tempe, because that bit of Center Parkway headed east from here, that is the original alignment of Washington Street. That was Washington Street during my childhood and teen years. And that building there was built where Washington Street used to be. This piece of Priest Drive was a whole lot of nothing. Priest Drive used to turn into 56th Street, which, 56th Street is still there, but Priest Drive is a different thing, and it's been turned into this here Strode that we see, which is actually kind of cool in my book. Actually, speaking of, I'm always talking about bicycle infrastructure and whatnot. When this was realigned and rebuilt, it was 3 lanes each direction, and props to the city of Tempe for realizing that 3 lanes was excessive for the amount of traffic on this, and removing one of those traffic lanes and turning it into a separated bike lane as I balance my new suitcase across it. So yeah, drop the suitcase. And yeah, bicycles or paint not infrastructure, but this is a bike lane that, granted, I pretty much never use, but I feel safe in this. Like, I'm separated enough from the 2 lanes of traffic. The 2 lanes of traffic are never really that busy. the little poles with the reflector standing up. And a hefty amount of space between the bike lane and the southbound traffic. And I give props to the Tempe city planners with this particular realignment of Priest, because they aligned it with Galvin Parkway. And Galvin Parkway's been around since my childhood and longer. But Galvin Parkway used to be kind of a side street that went over to the zoo and north to the Desert Botanical Gardens. And now it's more than that. Now it connects to Priest via this piece of road that I'm walking north on. And then once you get to McDowell, Galvin Parkway turns into 64th Street and is actually the most efficient route if you're driving. It's actually not a bad road at all if you're cycling or on micro-mobility either. But it's the most efficient route. To be honest, it's not bad for walking either. It's got nice sidewalks. All the way to Indian School Road. And Indian School Road from 64th Street runs at an angle directly into Old Town. So even though there's zero traffic on this, because most people don't realize it, this is the most direct route into Old Town from the airport or from the west side of Tempe. So this is a great piece of infrastructure all around. SRP has most of the buildings here. You know, and one thing I don't remember very specifically, because I was really young and it was a really long time ago, because I'm kind of old now, but Legend City used to be more or less in this area, and the original Compton Terrace. And now it's mostly really bland looking office buildings, most of which are dominated by SRP. As you see, it's like nobody here this time of day. It's just me walking with what was most likely a stolen suitcase. I'm still debating as to whether I should go wake Jeff's ass up, because he hasn't been responding to my text messages. And I fully respect that he's trying to be sober right now. His drinking threw him off the deep end, damn near killed him. But I still like drinking. I don't drink a lot. I don't drink nearly as much as I did, say, 2 months ago. But yeah, like last time I was hanging out with him after he was pretending to be a mugger in Van Buren, which I caught that on video, but then I immediately stopped the camera. We hung out for a while after that, and we were chatting and stuff. And he's like, we need to fucking hang out, just do something that's not drinking. And that was kind of an awkward moment in my head. Not that I don't respect him not wanting to drink, because I fully do. I get that. But, like, generally speaking, I'm a social drinker. Like, I'm not the kind of person that would ever... Okay, the street sign is gone. The street sign is gone. But this is Desert Drive, and I'm going to go this direction. Going that direction is Priest Drive, which goes north. Some kind of construction and a crane and shit, which is way out of focus in my video. My eyes see it good, but my iPhone don't really want to record it. But yeah, I don't know what's going on over there, but there's the stoplight at Van Buren and a crane doing some kind of construction, and a catwalk that goes over the street, which is for people going to Phoenix Municipal Stadium from the big parking lot, which is that dark void to the north here. Phoenix Municipal Stadium for many, 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 many years was the spring training home of the Oakland A's. A few years ago, oh man, I am not a baseball fan. I'm not a sports fan. Really not a baseball fan though. But I want to say the Cubs, Chicago Cubs. If I'm wrong on this, I'm going to sound like a moron to the sport fans. But the Chicago Cubs have a stadium, had past tense, had a stadium just north of downtown Mesa. I don't know the name of the stadium, but that was their spring training home. And they vacated it for some really nice new digs. Also in Mesa, just west of Loop 101, north of Rio Salado Parkway, part of the big park over there. And when they vacated that, that stadium that's just north of downtown Phoenix, or I'm sorry, just north of downtown Mesa, as their spring training home, the Oakland A's moved from Phoenix Municipal Stadium, which is right over there. The Oakland A's moved from there to the Chicago Cubs old digs, whatever the hell it's called. It's on Center, between University and Brown. And you know, good for the A's. I mean, the A's, when I was a child and a teenager, were like the team. They were like one of the top teams, but the Oakland A's have sucked for a really long time. So good that they were able to upgrade their training facilities in spite of that, even if it took the Chicago Cubs abandoning it to make it available. So Phoenix Municipal Stadium, obviously still there. It's now used by the ASU baseball program. So not that I'm a fan of baseball at all. I just try to stay up to date on these sort of things. Part of it is just my insatiable curiosity about local happenings, and part of it is I don't know. I was a cab driver for a long time, and I fall back on that. Sometimes can't right now because my driving record's kind of fucked up. But yeah, it's good to. I feel like it's good to know what's up with all that shit. You know, I stand corrected. That was not Desert Drive. The center section has a street sign. I'm going to walk up to it because I realized that I was wrong. I never said I was a role model. Okay, so the street I've been walking down, little side street with nothing on it. That's Salt River Drive. Center the camera. Salt River Drive. And this is Desert Drive that I'm turning onto. I was thinking that was Desert Drive. It's Salt River Drive. All right, I stand corrected. I'm now driving north on Desert Drive, which from here looks like a Strode. There's 2 lanes northbound, 2 lanes southbound, and a chicken lane left turn lane in the middle. But yeah, I don't even know why the fuck they built it that wide. This never has any traffic worth mentioning on it. I like this area because it has, even on the streets that don't have bike lanes, like there's no traffic. It's free reign if you're riding a scooter, and it has really nice wide sidewalks that I'm enjoying the shit out of right now. You know what I was planning on doing when I got off the train was I wasn't planning on filming on the train. I said filming. I didn't use film. I'm digitally recording on an iPhone, but you know what I mean. I wasn't planning on shooting video on the train, but I figured, what the hell? There's nobody on there, but that one dude passed the fuck out in the middle of in the space between the 2 train cars. So why not? And now I'm shooting video, and I'm kind of enjoying this. So, wow, 24 minutes into this, I'm still walking. So yeah, Desert. I said Desert Drive, Desert Road. Sometimes forget the suffixes, and generally they don't matter. Sometimes they matter. Desert Drive, and from the green street sign, that's indicative of still being in Tempe. This is 56th Street. I just turned right onto. This is where Priest used to go. Before the Loop 202 freeway was a thing, before the bridge over the Salt River was a thing, Priest Drive was a 2-lane road, went through the riverbed on the surface. It's dry, so why not put a road there, right? And it went right here. It had a whole lot more traffic on it. Now this piece of 56th Street doesn't have shit for traffic. And whoever's responsible for this land can't be bothered to trim the trees that block the sidewalks. Gotta hate it when that happens. But yeah, when I was a child, I remember my dad driving on this road. He had rental property in Tempe, and this was one of the routes we used to sometimes take going home to avoid traffic. Oh man, these fucking tree branches blocking the sidewalk. Oh, I hate that. There's the overflow parking for Phoenix Municipal Stadium, which is pretty much unneeded. You know, the last time I actually saw people in this particular parking lot was right at the beginning of the Wu Flu pandemic, and they were doing it's before the vaccine happened. They were doing drive-through COVID tests there. So yeah, there really hasn't been a need for that parking lot since. But yeah, giant ass parking lot fills most of the space between here and the realignment of Priest, and that stoplight, that green light off in the distance. That's the intersection that I was aiming the camera at north earlier of Priest Drive and Van Buren Street, and then north of that, Priest Drive connects, becomes Galvin Parkway. So this street that I'm on, this is the boundary between Tempe and Phoenix. Those buildings that I'm aiming the camera at, they're in Phoenix. The sidewalk I'm walking on is in Tempe, I think. The boundaries are kind of weird over here. It might be a east-west boundary that I crossed that put me in Tempe. Or sorry, put me in Phoenix. I was in Tempe. When I turned right on the street, I was most definitely in Tempe. With the stoplight that I'm coming up on, the signage screams Phoenix. I can generally tell what city I'm in just by the shape of the street signs. God damn these branches on the sidewalk. Grr. Yeah, those are definitely Phoenix street signs, Phoenix stoplights. Not that y'all can see it because my iPhone don't want to focus. But yeah, oh man, this guy had an iPhone like 13 shown to me in the bar. He's like, yeah, your phone is actually one of the better older phones, probably the best older phone, but look at what my camera does. I'm like, yeah, your camera smokes mine. Like, most certainly it does. Yeah, I can't get that to focus. Anyway, I'm at 56th Street in Van Buren. Those signs completely illegible in my camera. Definitely a Phoenix Street. And I know the intersection of Galvin Parkway, Priest, Van Buren up ahead over there. It's also a Phoenix intersection. Wow. I don't know what, this construction has been going on for like 2 fucking years. I don't really know what the hell is up with it. I figured it'd be done by now, and it's just worse than it was 2 years ago. I might just walk all the way home. I'm enjoying the shooting a retarded long video that nobody's gonna watch, talking to myself. and walking down the street. 56th Street. Hey, you can actually see it's 56th Street in the camera. This is a pretty new piece of sidewalk. I can tell by that little nubby thing. Supposedly that's something for blind people. I don't really know how that works, but can we see the year on there? 2019. I don't know if it's visible in the video, but I can see it with my eyes when I look not at my phone. 2019, and then we hit old sidewalk here. So I'm on Van Buren Street, headed west of 56th Street, very much in Phoenix, very much in an area served by the Route 3 bus. And if I sit at this bus stop, there will probably be a Route 3 show up at about 4:30 in the morning. I'm not looking at my transit app because it's, oh God, what time is it? It's, yeah, it's 2:12 a.m. There ain't any transit running whatsoever in this city at 2:12 a.m. And that bums me out. Like, public transit is something that should run 24/7. I mean, streets are available to drive on 24/7. Denny's is open 24/7. Most Walgreens locations open 24/7. The transit website that shows me what buses are running, it runs 24/7. Life exists 24/7. In fact, if it wasn't for me getting a paid night off, I would be either rolling a pallet jack or unloading cases of what have you onto a line in a factory or in a warehouse right now. So I mean, and it's not like that facility is not running right now. There's some kind of maintenance going on. I don't know what it is. Some kind of maintenance going on there. Presumably there's a whole different crew working right now, calibrating the conveyor belts and shit. Yeah, the reality is that life runs 24/7, and goddamn it, so should public transit. There's Motel 6 coming up on the left. God, as disgruntled as I am with the so-called girlfriend right now, it's kind of tempting to get a room at the Motel 6. And I actually have practically walked to Jeff's apartment. Although, should I really be knocking on his door at 2:14 in the morning? I don't know. Kind of thinking about it. You know, so as I said, I wasn't planning on shooting a video on the train. My plan was to take the train to that stop where I got off and then look at the Bird app and see if there were any Bird scooters anywhere nearby, and then walk up to one to see if it would let me rent it. Used to be you couldn't rent a Bird between midnight and 4 a.m., but the last one I started my rental at 12:02. And then when I got off the hell is happening here? When I got off the train, got off the scooter to try to get on a train, which I didn't succeed in doing, at about, I don't know, I want to say about 12:15, 12:20-ish, I saw, I want to say about 8 or 9 college-aged girls rolling down 3rd Street all on Bird scooters. One of them ain't shit right in front of me. It was kind of entertaining to watch. Never mind me, I have to pee again. And they, I highly doubt that they started their rent before midnight. So, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, Bird is no longer, doing that 24 hours if you can't rent the scooter bullshit. I think they've shifted to a 24-hour model like Lime had, which is the only thing that honestly makes sense. I mean, seriously, if somebody wants to spend money on your product, why the fuck wouldn't you let them? So yeah, red light flashing up ahead. I really don't know what that is. I'm really curious with that. Yeah, my video is not helpful to y'all at all. Really curious what that is. Oh, spending money in a hotel room would probably be a stupid move right now. Not so much from the extent of I don't have money to spend, because kind of I do. And I don't even know what a Motel 6 costs these days, or what that Motel 6 costs these days. Can we focus on the sign? No, we can't do that. Welcome to my blurry world. Honestly, to me, the biggest issue with getting a Motel 6 right now at 2:17 in the morning is, I think checkout time is like 10 a.m. I hate the fact that most motels have a checkout time regardless of what your check-in time is. I think all motels should shift to a 20-hour policy of whatever time you check in out, your checkout time is in 20 hours. I understand that kind of fucks with some of their maintenance schedule and whatnot, but there have been many times where I've been on the road doing some long distance driving, and at about 4 o'clock in the morning ish, I've just been tired. I've just been like, yeah, I'm in no shape to keep driving. And I've wanted to get a hotel room. And the reason I haven't is because I knew checkout time was probably going to be 10 in the morning or 11 in the morning. And I just couldn't, in my mind, justify the cost of the room. Let's say it's like 5 a.m. And checkout time is 10. I couldn't justify the cost of a full night's room to only be there for 5 hours. I want to get at least fucking 7 hours sleep. And then a couple hours after that to take a nice hot bath, do my hair, watch the news, leisurely get ready. But yeah, most places checkout time is 10, 11, or 12, regardless of what time of the morning you showed up. I do remember a hotel one time in I'm trying to remember where it was. I want to say Gallup, New Mexico. It's kind of a pretty vague memory. And I think this is one of those Priscilla pissed me the fuck off and I just want to get away from her kind of moments, because that's been happening for well over a decade. You know what I got her for Valentine's Day? Jack fucking shit. Wanted to give her fucking 9 inches of me, but she don't want nothing to do with that. So yeah, got her jack fucking shit. But yeah, it's probably about 8-9 years ago. She pissed me off, and I just went driving, thinking I was still driving the CRX back then, the red CRX. And by the time I hit Gallup, New Mexico, or maybe it was somewhere on I-70 on the eastern edge of Arizona, western edge of New Mexico. So maybe it was in Holbrook. Oh, memory's kind of fuzzy. Anyway, I got there and it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I pulled in and I went to the office and I'm like, I'm really tired. And I'm driving and I need some sleep. So, but, like, what's your checkout time? Because there's no point in me getting a room if I got to check out in 5 hours. And they were like, it was the first time I've ever gone in and said that at a hotel, that the desk clerk was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You just charge it for a night and just, you know, when you wake up, come down to the lobby. And I woke up at about 3 in the afternoon-ish. And I came down to the lobby and they were completely cool about it. And they only charged me for one night. That's the exception, not the rule. Yeah, that's the only time that's ever worked out for me. I had a couple other times I've gone into hotels and I've made that proposition and they're like, well, checkout time is 11. Like, yeah, I'm not paying $60 for 4 hours of sleep, or potentially being charged another $60 because I overslept an hour. Not doing it. I ended up sleeping in my car somewhere. So that's Jeff's apartment right over there. I think I am gonna go knock on his door. Oh God, Jeff is so working on his sobriety and I'm so drunk. I probably shouldn't do this, but I kind of want to. Mostly because I'm here. And Jeff ain't been answering my messages, and that's not cool. God damn it! If I care about you enough to message you, answer me back. I don't expect immediate answers. Answer me back in 24 hours. I'm the guy that thinks a 24-hour response is perfectly fine. And all right, I overshot his place. That's the property line between his place and the next complex. Wow, we're 42 minutes in this video. This may be the longest vlog I've ever shot. I can't believe I haven't run out of space on my iPhone. This is a fun area. It's a shame I'm walking through it at night where you can't see jack shit. But yeah, behind Jeff's apartment complex and that apartment complex, this is Papago Park. Yeah, that dark space to the left is a golf course, and the dark space to the right is a park. It's all dark space at this time of night. I can see where I'm going though. There's a nice path. It's dirt, but it's a nice path. I've rode electric scooters at it. It's plenty smooth dirt. It's in my book. It's good bike infrastructure. Although some people are appalled at the thought of riding their bicycles in the dirt. There's an entrance. It goes right into Jeff's apartment complex. It's dark enough. I'm having trouble telling where the fuck it is. I think it's over here. I'm still dragging another suitcase. So I didn't do my laundry today, and that was something that was really, well, yesterday, tomorrow, yesterday. Those are terms that are pretty lacking of meaning. Am I still shooting video? I am. Just dropped my fucking iPhone. In Jeff's apartment right there. I forget how the hell I get in there from here. This path just became a lot more hostile. Yeah, I'm keeping the suitcase. I got that other big suitcase that I found. That was also pretty much probably stolen. Okay, this path is not working at all. Okay, I'm done dragging the suitcase. I'm gonna carry it. It's light. Oh, I scared a bird. Yeah, this is a big one, just like that other one's a big one. It's full of my laundry because I was planning on going and doing my laundry today. I think I'm gonna fill this one too, and it's gonna get a lot of laundry done today. I think. Shit, I'm wide awake. I might do it. I might do it after I get home. Okay, this is the connection to the street. Maybe this is how I came out of Jeff's place the last time. Ouch! Someone's stabbing me in the foot. Oh, that hurt. That fucking hurt. Something has gone through the sole of my shoe and is stabbing me in the foot. There's a street that starts here. Jeff's complex has a stupid gate. Okay, I gotta figure out what the hell stabbed me in the foot. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Oh yeah, there's a very sharp thorn that has come right through the sole of my shoe. That's gotta be removed. And we got a pretty fancy red SUV parked on the end of the street. Don't know what's up with that, other than maybe he doesn't have access to park inside the building. All right, it's been 46 minutes. I'm just gonna end this video because I need 2 hands to figure out the deal with the thorn in my shoe, which is painful as fuck on my foot. Maybe I'm gonna knock on Jeff's door, maybe I'm not. I haven't decided yet, but thanks for coming with me on this lovely drunken walk.